it. Scarlett Johansson, you've been framed by James. Let's review the 3 steps to picking the perfect frame. Number 1, we always start with the prescription because there are things in the prescription that could affect the type of frame that we want to choose. Number 2, we then look at the fit of the frame. How does the frame fit on the face? And number 3, finally, we'll look at the shape and we'll look at color and we'll look at options like that. But that comes last, always after looking at the prescription and the fit of the frame. All right, so now let's pick a perfect frame for Scarlett Johansson. Now first we're gonna start with the prescription, and as always, I have no idea if she even has a prescription or how high it is or what her prescription needs are. So we kind of just glaze by that. Next, we'll look at the fit of the frame and the measurements of the face as they correlate with the measurements of the frame. When determining the right frame that's gonna fit the face, we're gonna look at a few things. I like to start from the center and move outward, so I start with the bridge of the nose. I'm looking at both the width of the bridge as well as the position of where that bridge rests. Next, we'll look at the pupillary distance, or the distance between the eyes, and that in relationship to the width of the face. Then we'll also look at the width of the face to determine what size we need in the glasses to fit the width of the face. And then lastly, we'll look at the temple length, or the length of the arms of the glasses. We want everything to fit just right, fit like a glove on the face so it's comfortable and the eyes are positioned in the lens where we want it to be, in the most optimal position. So let's take a look at Scarlett Johansson's facial features to see what we need to take into account when picking that perfect frame for her.
Okay, so looking at Scarlett here, we're first going to look at the nose bridge, which is shown here with the blue line. And we're looking at both the width of the nose bridge as well as the position. In her case, it looks to be medium wide and slightly higher than the eye line. Next, we'll look at the pupillary distance, or the distance between the eyes, as well as that measurement in relationship to the width of the face, which is the red line in the picture here. So we want to use those measurements to see whether or not the eyes are a little wider set or if they are narrow, because that's going to affect what type of frame we choose and the measurements on the frame. So we want to take a look at that. In her case, again, the eyes seem to be a little bit wider in relationship to the width of the face, so that will play a role in what frame we choose for her.
Okay, let's take a look at the frame we chose for Scarlett. Introducing the Tom Ford 5574B. Measurements on this frame are a 55 eye size, or the width of the lens, a 16 bridge, or the distance between the lenses, and then a 140 temple, the length of the arms of the frame. Now in Scarlett's case, I know we talked about that her bridge is a little bit wider, or the distance between her eyes in relation to the width of her face is a little bit wider. So we might consider going with something a little wider on the bridge here, the distance between the lens. Just that helps to keep the eyes centered in the lens rather than outside here. We don't want the eyes to sit outside here because it just looks a little weird. So we want to keep them more in the center, or a little bit on the inside as far as the horizontal midline of the lens. But in this case, these lenses are a little bit wider, so it's going to offset a little bit. And I don't think it's going to look funny or anything like that. I think it's a great shape. This metal frame is, this particular color is gold with a scarlet color face front. Did I pick this frame because of Scarlett's name? Yes, I did. At least in part. I mean, she's got to have a match, right? It's just too easy. But I do love this frame. The geometric shape is just awesome, and it's just super cute. Love it a lot. And it does also come with blue light filter lenses itself, so you can buy this one off the shelf if you don't need a prescription, and you can get some benefit of it while you're on computers and stuff like that. So cool that you can do that with these ones as well. Thanks for watching. For more videos, check out my channel Framed by James, and remember to like this video and subscribe below for more content on how to pick the perfect frames for yourself. And as always, remember to see the good.